It is probably too early to say, but I can already feel the slow and soft arrival of spring. The morning air doesn't seem to bite quite as hard, and the sea is calmer. The sky is lit in pastel pink hues. It seems only yesterday that I welcomed winter. To see these fresh, new sprouts and signs of spring is very exciting. And I am welcoming the additional minutes of sun each day by going out and wandering along the beach or up the streams and up the bush pathways. I can smell spring's arrival in her sweet scent and the honeysuckles that have started to bloom in the grasses that line the beach. The heater gets switched off at 9 before bed and gets turned back on only when the evening comes again. Oh my God, meditation is just like next level kind of bliss. I honestly just like wish everyone would give like at least like a month of consistent meditation a try, because I swear it will transform your life. And it's so fascinating to me because I've only just recently been able to pinpoint where I know the sensation from. So it doesn't happen every time, but every now and then I will like experience this feeling of like my body doesn't feel like my body anymore. This is so hard to describe, but my body has this feeling of being like massive but weightless. Like it feels huge but also not heavy. But this morning's one was really interesting because I felt like my head was really far away from like my arms. Like my arms felt really, really long, and my head felt like it was like 10 meters in the air. Like I like kind of lose the sense of what my body feels like, or it just starts to feel really like dysmorphed to me. And I've only just recently pinpointed why it feels kind of familiar, and it's because I used to feel this when I was a kid. Like I remember laying in bed when I was a small child and feeling like this real intense feeling of being really massive and huge, but also really light and weightless. And I did like a little bit of like Googling about it, and like good old Reddit forums just like coming in clutch. But like apparently it's like when you are kind of ascended into your astral body and you feel the expansiveness of your astral body. And so like that's kind of like the sensation that you're feeling is like you're feeling into your astral body, which is like huge and expansive but also weightless. And you can even go beyond that to where you even transcend your astral body, and at that point you like don't even feel any concept of your body at all. You just feel like fully expansive. And I find it so fascinating that I used to feel that as a kid, because it just makes total sense. Like as children we're just like so much less inhibited by I guess like the constructs of like the matrix. I guess we're like more able to kind of transcend beyond the matrix, and it makes so much sense as to why that feeling is so familiar to me, because I used to experience it all the time when I was a kid. Anyway, that was a bit of a ramble, but I'm just gonna do my breathwork practice for this morning. I feel like I have a bit of energy, which is different because I feel like for the past couple of months I've felt really fatigued. But this morning I actually kind of feel a little bit energized. So I think I might take this opportunity to do a more uplifting practice. I'm thinking maybe Kapalabhati, which is just like the forced exhalation. So you just like force an exhalation and you don't really worry too much about the inhalation. You kind of like draw your abdominals in, so you're kind of pushing the exhale out. And then you just let the inhale come in. So I might do that this morning because I actually feel like I have energy, which is different for me as of late. If you're feeling like chronically fatigued, like if you've been experiencing fatigue for a long time, it's actually best not to do uplifting breath practices. You probably want to stick more towards calming and relaxing breath practices so that you can regain that energy. When you're depleted, there's no real energy to uplift, so you want to stick to more calming practices. Oof, always so freaking good. Holy moly. We're feeling energized, we're feeling fresh, doing all of the things that we love in the mornings, going down to the beach, which you love that. You love that. Going down to the beach early in the morning and then like meditation and breath work. Just feel so good and ready to tackle this day. It's so funny to me. I know the power of breath work and I know the amazing effects that it has. But every time, without doubt, I'm always just like so astounded at how like much it can shift your energy. The uplifting practice this morning, definitely feeling like the uplifted vibes and just like ready to kind of like go and get into this day. I am gonna go have a shower and actually put makeup on today, I think, and just like, get myself like ready and dressed for this day because I still feel like I'm in my PJs even though I'm wearing jeans. Shower time.
Left hand outside of the right knee, right hand behind you. Find that lengthen the spine first towards the left hip. Right hand places down. This might feel really uncomfortable.
Good morning. I just got done doing my meditation and breath work and writing out my to-do list for this morning. It's Monday, so start of a new week, and I'm kind of determined to just get really back into practices and rituals. Over the weekend, I literally just like laid on the couch and read for like hours, and it was actually really nice to not feel guilty for just like laying and not really doing anything. At the moment, I'm reading The Yamas and Niyamas by Deborah Adele and also Electra by Jennifer Saint, because I've been in such like a mythology buzz of reading at the moment. And I kid you not, I started this yesterday and this is how much I've read so far. It's so good. I've read The Song of Achilles, that's kind of what got it started. Then I read Circe, Ariande, and now Electra. All I wanted to do yesterday was just like sit on the couch and read. So that's basically what I did. But I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things today. I'm just going to make myself some breakfast and pour myself a fresh cup of coffee and get on with this day. Sitting down at my desk just makes me feel so lethargic. Like my head just feels really cloudy right now. When I'm sitting in here, I have to have the blinds closed because I need to be able to see my screen. And if I have the blinds open, it's like really glary. That I just end up feeling like such a little gremlin because I'm like sitting in my dark, dingy room, just editing for hours on end. Photos and videos. I'm a photographer, if you didn't know. I need to do some yoga because I'm just like, it's nearly 3 o'clock and my head is full of clouds and full of fog and we need to clear the fog. And so I just clicked onto Commune. There's a lovely class from CJ. I love CJ and his classes. It's called Finding Your Moment. So I'm gonna put that on and do some yoga. But I also wanted to have a chat about this because this was such a pivotal and crucial thing for me falling in love with yoga and finding my practice, was finding the style and the teachers that really resonate with you. When I first tried yoga, I hated it because it just wasn't a style of yoga that I was ready for at the time. I think I went to it was a really slow, I don't think it was a yin class, but it was a very slow vinyasa. And during that time in my life, it just did not resonate with me at all. And so I just didn't really like it. I was like, I can do better things with my time. But then when I really fell in love with yoga, it was when I found Patrick Beach. And Patrick, he's one of the owners of Commune Online. So I followed him to his online platform because that's just how much I fell in love with his style of movement and his way of teaching. And even just like the cues and the things that he would say during the class always really resonated really deeply with me. And finding that, and then through Commune, finding like CJ and Shelby and Carlene and Kim and all of these amazing new teachers that they're bringing into the space. Yeah, it's just like I found kind of like my little community, even though it's like online, they're in Seattle. But yeah, that's one thing that I just highly recommend to people who are just getting into yoga, is to try and to experiment, to try out different styles. Maybe you like vinyasa, maybe you like yin, maybe you like ashtanga or hot yoga, like whatever it is that's kind of like getting you hooked. Like try different teachers, go to different teachers' classes, because you never know who's going to really ring true within you. And once you find that, it's unparalleled. Finding a teacher who speaks to your soul in that way and who you can really understand and that you feel understood by. And it's interesting because like I've never met any of the teachers that I practice with mostly, but I follow them on Instagram and like I connect with them there. And I do feel like there is this like connection, even though I'm literally on the other side of the world for them. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I'm going to put this class on and go do some yoga because I need to clear this fog that is living inside of my head right now. And then hopefully we can come back and be a bit more motivated to literally do anything, because I am just not motivated to do anything right now.
Just for a few moments, allow yourself to take a big inhale and exhale, settle into your space. Just here for a few moments, notice how this deep compression feels. These deeper reach towards your left elbow. And then inhale, you're going to spin open towards the sky. Get long across the collarbones. Arm open, twist. Exhale, right hand comes down. Kickstand the left heel in. Twist your left arm up to the sky, twist.
Really nice practice. So glad I did that. And I'm going to finish that off by doing a lion's breath practice. Lion's breath is just really good at kind of getting you out of your head. It makes you just feel really silly because you've got to make this really ridiculous facial expression while you do it. It's also quite an uplifting practice because it's like that more of a fiery breath. So essentially you just take a deep breath in and then your hands on your knees, stick your tongue out and like cross your eyes looking up towards the third eye. It looks super silly, but it's like, and like the whole intention behind it is just to be ridiculous, be silly, make a funny face, and just get out all of that stagnant energy so that you can, yeah, like bring in more uplifting energy and get rid of anything that's stagnant and not serving you. So I'm going to do that. Just sit in the sunshine here in the living room and do some lion's breath. Woo! Energy is tingling. I just actually ended up doing a full-on like uplifting breathwork practice for like 15 minutes. Started off with some lion's breath. Forgot, I've been on such a journey. Started off with some lion's breath and then moved into some Kapalabhati and then finished it off with a real quick, I didn't actually drop into it for as long as I usually would, but a 2-to-1 breathing style, which is like 2 sharp inhales through the nose and then like a really soft and kind of like exhale out the mouth, and you kind of do that pretty quickly. So feeling all of the energy right now. And that's what I love about having like different, oh my god, this is not okay. And that's what I love about having so many different modalities, is that on any given day you can kind of get a sense for what it is that you need. Like on some days where I feel like I need more like restorative, nourishing kind of vibes, I would probably pick like a yin class and some sound, like the sound bowls, or like more of a restorative breathwork session. Also just like based on like what you're vibing, like maybe one day you don't feel like doing any yoga practice, like you just like, my body's just doesn't feel like moving, which is totally fine. We go through phases like that all the time, and you're like, I just want to do some breath. Or maybe like one day you just want to move your body and that's all you want to do, and you don't want to do meditation or breath work or whatever. Meditation is one though that I feel like is always good. Like you should always meditate. I think I actually might make some dinner or get dinner prepped. I need to like start marinating my tofu because I think I need like a salad. I've been eating really, like, it's winter, even though it doesn't look like it right now, but I've been having so many like soups and curries and stews and rice dishes and just like those real like carby, starchy, delicious, warming, comforting winter foods, which I love. I love winter for that, but I need a salad. I need a salad. I need something light, something fresh. But it's so expensive at the supermarket. A cucumber costs like $6 and I'm just like not doing that. So if you're wondering if I changed tops again, the answer is yes. I change clothes literally like 7 times a day. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna go on to Pinterest because I need tofu marinade. Wow. Well, all the options for tofu marinades. I didn't even know you could do that. Damn. I feel like I'm just going to revert back to old faithful like garlic soy sauce. Like I've got garlic powder, honey, soy sauce. Oh, I've got rice wine vinegar as well. Yeah, okay. I'm doing that one, but we're going to spice it up a little bit. We're going to make it a little bit different. So I've just cubed up my tofu. I really like, this is my favorite brand of tofu. Perfectly firm tofu. I feel like it's like the best one. All of the other ones that I try either like fall apart or go mushy. This one actually like crisps up. Oh, speaking of which, I need to turn the oven on. I need to preheat my oven like an adult. Okay, what else do I need? Soy sauce, sesame, don't have sesame oil. I'll just do regular olive oil. I don't really buy meat or eat meat, but I am not fully vegan because I do have honey and I do have cheese every now and then. But those are really the only things. Like, and the cheese is, I've got to be really cautious with it because it does set my stomach off like nobody's business. I really shouldn't have it, but It's delicious. And sometimes I just like to have a little cheese board with some pals, or even just like some parmesan on top of pasta, like so yum. So I'm not like fully vegan, but mostly plant-based, and I feel like that's where my body is kind of like thriving. And this is like another reason that I don't really share a whole lot about what I eat, is because like I haven't really talked about it a whole lot here because it feels like such a lifetime ago, but when I was younger, my like relationship with food and exercise was really, really distorted. And it's only been like in the last 5 years that I've felt like it's been really good. Like I don't really think about what I eat too much, which is like amazing because I used to just hyper fixate on it. And that's really important to me, to have so much like flexibility around what I eat and not like label things, I can't eat that or I can eat that, but to see all food as good and good for like specific times or like at certain moments and in certain quantities. Like obviously don't be eating like ice cream for every single meal, but like ice cream's not a bad thing to eat, you know, like, and to kind of heal that relationship with food. I think I ever want to ever say I can't eat that and I can eat that. Obviously like allergies are the leniency there, like cheese I'm gonna moderate because like I'm not deathly allergic to it, but it's definitely not something that like works well within my body. What am I doing? I did garlic powder, onion powder, oil, rice wine vinegar, some soy sauce, and I might, it doesn't say to add honey, but I like honey. I'm gonna add, oh, and it's got paprika. We'll put some paprika, we'll put some honey in it. Just melted some honey to put in here as well, just to add a bit of sweetness. Put the lid on that and shake it all up. I'm quite happy with it. It smells nice as well. Another thing that I have learned recently, especially with tofu, because I've really struggled to like get the cooking of tofu right. I used to like pan fry. I used to pan fry it and it would always burn and just be like kind of chaotic and it was really stressful. Baking it, baked tofu is just like so much better. It makes it crispy, it goes golden. Bake your tofu, everyone. Marinating away. Now I'm gonna do my dishes because the kitchen is a mess and it's making me feel stressed. And then we'll wait a little bit longer because I feel like tofu needs like a good amount of time, like at least an hour, but probably even more. The best tofu I ever made, I marinated it for like 8 hours or something like that. Because you really need time. It needs time to really like soak up all of the flavors that you're putting on top of it. Anyways, I'll see you in a bit. I just got done filming some little meditations and breathwork sessions just down here on the beach. So good, holy heck. I was sitting at home and I was like, I need to do my breathwork practice for today. I might go down to the beach and just like do it on the beach because I also just wanted to be outside and like in the beautiful sunset that's happening behind me. And I was like, 2 birds, 1 stone. I can like be outside, do my breathwork practice, and then I was like, 3 birds, 1 stone. I don't like the amount of birds dying for my stone right now, but 3 birds, 1 stone. I'll just film myself doing my own breath practice, and then maybe I can do a voiceover and then share it with you guys, and then you guys get to do the breath practice with me almost. But would you get a load of this freaking sunset that is happening here? Holy moly. Who would have known that this was winter time? I am just like, oh wow, there we go, look at that. I want to experience the sunset with you. Hold on. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I want to tilt you even more so you can see this glow. Yeah, there it is. Dreamy. Dream scheme. Wow. popped the tofu in the oven. I also have chopped up some red cabbage. I've grated some carrot. Oh my god, why did I nearly forget the word carrot? Made some guacamole and chopped up some iceberg lettuce as well. So I'm just gonna make some little tofu wraps and they're gonna be delicious. And you brought me a bowl. Thank you very much. It's very sweet of you, but I don't want it. I'm gonna do some full moon journaling and I'm currently listening to Just Breathe by Dan Brule.
Give yourself and others permission to be fully human. When we don't let ourselves and each other be human, we force ourselves and each other to be fake.